The five-kingdom system. To overcome the drawbacks of the two-kingdom classification, R. H. Whitaker proposed a five-kingdom system in 1969. This made the study of living organisms more comprehensive and organized. Whitaker based his classification on the following criteria. 1. Cell structure. Whether the organism is made of prokaryotic cells, simple, without a nucleus, or eukaryotic cells, complex, with a nucleus. 2. Body structure. Whether the organism is unicellular, single-celled or multicellular, many-celled, and the level of complexity of its body organization. 3. Mode of nutrition. How the organism obtains its food, whether it is autotrophic, makes its own food, or heterotrophic, gets food from other sources. Considering these criteria, the living world was divided into five kingdoms: Monera protista, fungi, plantae and animalia. Kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera comprises the simplest and most ancient life forms on Earth. They are abundant and found virtually everywhere, including inside our bodies. Key characteristics. Prokaryotic. Monerans lack a defined nucleus and other membrane-bound organelles. Their genetic material, DNA, floats freely within the cell. Unicellular. They are single-celled organisms, each cell capable of independent existence. Cell wall. Most monerans have a rigid cell wall that provides protection and shape. However, some like mycoplasma lack this structure. Varied nutrition. While some monerans are autotrophs, produce their own food like blue-green algae. Others are heterotrophs, obtain nutrients from other sources, like most bacteria. Movement. Many monerans are non-motile, but some possess whip-like structures called flagella, enabling them to move. Case study. Bacteria. Bacteria, singular bacterium, are single-celled microorganisms that belong to the kingdom Monera. They are among the simplest and oldest forms of life on Earth. They are extremely small microorganisms, generally ranging from 0.2 to 2.0 microns in size. 1 micron equals 1/1000th of a millimeter. Bacteria can be classified based on various characteristics. 1. Shape. Corky spherical shaped bacteria, for example, Streptococcus. Bacilli, rod-shaped bacteria, for example, Escherichia coli. Spirilla, spiral-shaped bacteria, for example, Spirillum. Vibrio, comma-shaped bacteria, for example, Vibrio cholerae. 2. Oxygen requirement. Aerobic bacteria require oxygen to survive, for example, Mycobacterium. Anaerobic bacteria do not require oxygen and may even die in its presence, for example, Clostridium, which causes tetanus. Useful bacteria. 1. Decomposers. Bacteria break down dead organic matter, returning nutrients to the soil, crucial for maintaining the nutrient cycle. 2. Nitrogen-fixing bacteria, Rhizobium and other bacteria, convert atmospheric nitrogen into a form usable by plants, enriching the soil and promoting plant growth. 3. Fermentation. Bacteria are essential in making fermented foods such as Yogurt, using Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus. Cheese. Various bacteria contribute to flavor and texture. Pickles. Lactic acid bacteria ferment vegetables. 4. Antibiotic production. Bacteria, like Streptomyces, produce antibiotics, for examples, Streptomycin. 5. Probiotics. Beneficial bacteria, such as Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, aid digestion and boost the immune system. 6. Pollution control. Certain bacteria degrade pollutants like oil spills and industrial waste, helping clean up the environment. 7. Biotechnology. Bacteria are used to produce insulin growth hormones and other substances through genetic engineering. Examples of useful bacteria. 1. Lactobacillus, used in yogurt and cheese production. 2. Rhizobium, fixes nitrogen in the soil. 3. Streptomyces, produces antibiotics. 4. Bifidobacterium, acts as a probiotic. 5. Biobacillus feroccidans, used in bioleach. Harmful bacteria. While many bacteria are beneficial, some can cause diseases in humans, animals and plants. These harmful bacteria are known as pathogens. Here are some key points about harmful bacteria. 1. Human diseases. Pathogenic bacteria. These bacteria cause various illnesses in humans, such as tuberculosis, caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis, affecting the lungs. Cholera, caused by Vibrio cholera, leading to severe diarrhea and dehydration. Typhoid, caused by Salmonella typhi, affecting the intestines and causing fever. Strep throat, caused by Streptococcus pyogenes, leading to sore throat and fever. Food poisoning, caused by bacteria like Escherichia coli and Salmonella, resulting in nausea, vomiting and diarrhea. 2. Animal diseases. Bacterial infections in animals. Examples include anthrax, caused by Bacillus anthracis, affecting livestock, and can be transmitted to humans. Brucellosis, caused by Brucella species, affecting cattle, pigs and humans, leading to fever and joint pain. 3. Plant diseases. Bacterial, plant pathogens. Examples include bacterial blight, caused by Xanthomonas species, affecting rice, beans and other crops, leading to leaf spots and wilting. Fire blight, caused by Erwinia amylovora, affecting apple and pear trees, causing blackened branches and fruit. Kingdom Protista. Kingdom Protista comprises unicellular eukaryotic organisms, meaning they have a well-defined nucleus and complex cell organelles. Many protists exhibit characteristics of both plants and animals. Did you know? Protists like Euglena can behave like both plants and animals. Depending on their environment, they can photosynthesize in sunlight and consume food in darkness. Plant-like protists. Algae. Characteristics: autotrophic, perform photosynthesis, mostly aquatic. Examples: Chlamydomonas, unicellular green algae. Spirogyra, filamentous green algae. Diatoms, unicellular algae with silica cell walls. Anemone-like, Protists, protozoa. Characteristics: heterotrophic, ingest food particles, mostly motile. Examples: amoeba, moves using pseudopodia and engulfs food particles. Paramecium, uses cilia for movement and feeding. Euglena, moves using a flagellum and performs photosynthesis with chloroplasts. Case study: amoeba. Amoeba is a member of the kingdom Protista, known for its ever-changing shape and unique method of movement. Amoeba is commonly found in freshwater environments like ponds, lakes, and slow-moving rivers. Did you know? The word amoeba comes from the Greek word amoeba, meaning change. Amoeba moves using pseudopodia, false feet, which are temporary projections of its cytoplasm. This type of movement is called amoeboid movement. The pseudopodia extend and pull the rest of the cell forward, allowing the amoeba to move and change direction. Amoeba eats by using its body extensions called pseudopodia. These extensions reach out and surround food particles, engulfing them. The food is then digested inside the amoeba's body. This way of eating is called holozoic nutrition. Amoeba breathes through its cell membrane. Oxygen from the water around it diffuses, spreads into the cell, while carbon dioxide, a waste product, diffuses out. This exchange of gases happens directly through the cell membrane. Amoeba excretes waste products like carbon dioxide and ammonia through its cell membrane via diffusion. Additionally, it has specialized structures called contractile vacuoles that collect and expel excess water and waste from the cell. Amoeba reproduces asexually in two ways: binary fission and multiple fission. Binary fission. In binary fission, a fully grown amoeba divides into two daughter amoeba. Here's how it happens. 1. The nucleus of the amoeba becomes larger and the nuclear membrane disappears. 2. The nucleus divides into two daughter nuclei. 3. The cytoplasm then divides, with each new nucleus receiving its share. 4. Two new amoeba are formed, each with its own nucleus and cytoplasm. Multiple fission. In multiple fission, amoeba reproduces under unfavorable conditions by forming a cyst. Here's the process. 1. Amoeba forms a thick wall around itself, called a cyst wall. 2. Inside the cyst, the nucleus divides multiple times, creating many nuclei. 3. The cytoplasm divides, surrounding each new nucleus to form multiple daughter cells. 4. These daughter cells, called spores, remain inside the cyst. 5. When conditions become favorable, the cyst breaks open, releasing the daughter amoeba. Kingdom fungi. Kingdom fungi includes both unicellular and multicellular organisms such as molds, yeast, mushrooms, and toadstools. They grow in warm, moist environments and are often seen as the cotton-like growth on stale bread, chapati, or cheese. Characteristics of fungi. Eukaryotic and heterotrophic. Fungi are eukaryotic cells with a nucleus and do not have chlorophyll, meaning they cannot produce their own food. Cell wall. Their cell walls are made of chitin, a tough and complex sugar. Nutrition. Fungi obtain nutrients in various ways. Saprophytes. They feed on dead and decaying organic matter, for example bread molds, mushrooms. Parasites. They feed on living organisms, often causing diseases, for example rust and smut diseases in plants, ringworm in animals. Reproduction. Fungi reproduce through spore formation, budding or fragmentation. Useful fungi. Decomposers. Fungi decompose dead organic matter, recycling nutrients and improving soil fertility. Food. Some fungi, like morels and certain mushrooms, are edible. Bakery products. Yeast, a type of fungi, is used in bread making. It ferments sugar, producing carbon dioxide and alcohol, which makes the dough rise. Production of vitamins and medicines. Yeast helps manufacture vitamins. Penicillin, an antibiotic derived from the fungus Penicillium, is used to treat bacterial infections. Alcohol production. Fungi ferment grapes to produce wine and barley to produce beer. Citric acid production. Fungi like Aspergillus produce citric acid used in foods and drinks as a preservative. Cheese flavoring. Fungi like Aspergillus and Penicillium add flavors to cheese. Harmful fungi. Diseases. Fungi can cause diseases in plants and animals, including humans. In plants, they cause red rot of sugarcane, blight of potatoes and smut in corn. In animals and humans, they cause infections like athlete's foot and ringworm. Allergies. Mold spores can cause respiratory problems. Poisonous fungi. Some mushrooms, like toadstools and amanita, are toxic. Damage to materials. Fungi can damage paper, leather and clothes. Case study. Molds. Have you ever noticed a fluffy dusty layer on old bread? This is mold, a type of fungus. Common bread molds, like mucor and rhizopus, often grow on bread and other organic materials, such as fruits and vegetables. What are molds? Molds are tiny living things made up of long thread-like structures called hyphae. These hyphae contain the living material of the mold and can grow into a tangled mass called mycelium.